The sharkshooters, a crack team of divers and cameramen, are on a global mission to photograph some of the ocean's most dangerous and elusive sharks. With almost 20 years on the trail of these ocean predators, photographer Jason Isley and cameraman Roger Munns know that simply tracking down all of these sharks will be a huge challenge. How are they going to achieve it? It's going to involve a series of punishing trips covering 50,000 miles across 3 continents, travelling by planes, cars, boats and fins. And if that isn't tough enough, they are going to have to do it in 40 days to hit their deadline. It sounds like a mission impossible, but they're going to give it a go. The sharkshooters are living the tropical dream in Malaysian Borneo. There's an astonishing variety of wildlife on their doorstep, both above and below the waves. But when a challenge comes in to photograph the world's most elusive sharks, the sharkshooters will jump at the chance to pack their bags.
Something I like to do before shoots like this is sketch out ideas for various shots. The perfect shot, you could say. What I do is go through other books and magazines to see what's already out there, and then I try and come up with a vision that's very different, something that will capture the viewer's attention.
For Roger, his mission is simple. Film his buddy Jason in action and the sharks he's photographing. Their first mission begins with a 7,000-kilometre flight over to the tropical paradise of Fiji, in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. Bright, sunny days, palm trees, coral reefs. But Fiji is also home to what may be the world's most dangerous shark. To start the hunt, Jason and Roger head to a community-run marine reserve in the Bengla Lagoon. Bengla Island is now a fast-growing tourist destination, a boat hop from the mainland.
It's our first day of diving. We spent yesterday unpacking and getting the camera ready. However, the temperature here is not quite as warm as we expected.
Feeling a little bit apprehensive. Quite excited to see a big bull shark.
While the divers get their kit ready, the Fijian boatmen start preparing the shark bait. A sloppy, stinky mix of fish heads and blood called chum.
Not a great day. I'm a bit worried about the weather, and you can see it's pretty dark and cloudy up there, so it might be a bit dark. It's a 25-meter dive, so it's going to be a bit dark. I'm a bit worried about that, but I'm always pessimistic. Hopefully we'll have some good shark action. I think everyone's getting ready, so yeah, see you underwater.
The dive boat needs to move from the muddy mangrove swamps into deeper, clearer waters of the Bengla Lagoon. Roger and Jason are joining a recreational dive boat, packed with tourists all keen to see the sharks. So their shark encounters will not be exclusive. But will the crowds prove to be a problem? Most shark experts consider the bull shark to be among the most deadly, responsible for more human attacks than any other. But here in Bengla Lagoon, encounters are actively encouraged, with dive guides bringing in bin loads of chum. The arrival of the bins is like a dinner gong to every fish and shark in the neighborhood. A wide range of reef fish fill the water. Among them, large groupers, ambush predators on the reef, fast pursuit predators like this barracuda, and the beautiful and inquisitive silvertip shark. This one is over 2 meters long. And alongside them appear the bull sharks. Lots of them. To bring the sharks even closer, the dive leaders risk some extraordinary hand feeding with meaty tuna heads. There's always one who does too many visits to the buffet. And when lunch is all finished, the dive leaders hope they don't become the next course. There might be a lot of bull sharks, but with almost as many divers in the water, getting a clean photograph of the sharks is proving difficult. For Jason, it is all very frustrating. The next day hasn't had a good start either.
It's raining again, and hopefully we have a better day today than we did yesterday. So, Roger, what's your thoughts on today?
I'm smiling, but inside I'm hurting. It's still raining. It's going to be dark. We're going to try a deeper dive today, so we're going down to 30 meters rather than 25, which we did yesterday. So hopefully we'll get more action. Downside to that is that I think it's going to be a lot darker down there, so it's going to be harder on the video camera, especially with this cloud and rain. So let's see what we get.
Putting all the camera kit together and making sure it's watertight and ready for a rough boat ride takes time. A lot of time.
It's an HD video camera. This particular housing is depth rated to 100 meters, and that's pretty much sealed.
As you can see, all the levers inside go to all the buttons on the back of the camera.
There's a flip red filter, which adds more colour to the shots.
And then we've got the underwater strobes to light up the sharks.
On land, it weighs, I think it's about 15 kilos. It's pretty heavy. In the water, it is neutrally buoyant, which means that if you let go of it, it'll just pretty much float there, stable.
It's no surprise who takes the longest to get ready. Roger is last aboard, as always. With the tropical sun drying things off, the day is looking up for the sharpshooters. And always chilled out Jason is feeling so relaxed about things, he even manages to catch a snooze standing up on a bumpy boat with a stinking bin of fish under his nose. The day continues to improve as Roger and Jason learn that they are going to be allowed beyond the safety rope. Right into the heart of the action. Their reward? Some really close encounters with a shark that, elsewhere, has been responsible for more human attacks than any other. Bull sharks are just as happy in the murky waters of rivers and mangrove swamps surrounding the lagoon as they are among the clear waters of colourful coral reefs. these close encounters are great. But the vast number of fish attracted alongside the sharks are bringing their own problems, as Jason discovers.
What's the matter, mate? What's eating you?
Too many fish in the ocean, so beautiful shark and photo bomb. Damsels everywhere, ruining my shots. Very difficult to get a nice clean shot of a shark with no damsels in the way.
Not good. It's the kind of time when you need like a professional photographer to
Get the best shot, isn't it?
There, that and no sunshine. Too many fish and not enough sunshine in my life right now is the problem.
It's the shark shooter's last day in Fiji. The sun is out and the pressure is well and truly on. This is what Jason is after, a clear, head-on shot from below. The sharks are behaving, but all the fish around them are not. Jason needs a clear shot or their mission will fail at the first hurdle.
We're on our third day of diving now. Yesterday I was complaining and whining about the weather and not getting close enough to the sharks. As you can probably tell, it's a bit brighter today, and we've got a new dive plan with the boss here, which will hopefully get both myself and Roger much closer to the sharks today. So hopefully that'll be a big improvement.
With the tension building, Roger and Jason can't resist repeating a few last-minute checks. There's a new plan today. Move to a more open section of the reef. The bull sharks are out in force, as is practically every other fish in the lagoon, again. And today they are also joined by some smaller reef sharks. Usually around 1 meter long, white tip reef sharks are a common sight on most protected reefs, but like other species, are under threat from shark finning. The bull sharks are still passing close overhead. Will they ever come in close enough? But with Jason sat on the reef's edge, his moment has come. Three days, 6 boat trips, and hundreds of photos later, Jason thinks he's finally got the images he wants. It's mission 1 accomplished for the sharkshooters. Time for the team to celebrate and enjoy some local culture.
We are now in one of the local villages with a couple of the guys that we've been diving with, and we're about to go and celebrate the end of our shoot, drinking some local kava.
Hola, welcome to Fiji.
A visit to a Fijian village is not complete without sampling the narcotic kava root.
So the boys here are mashing up the kava root that we got in town, and shortly we're going to be taking it to the village and we're going to go and drink some kava with the local guys.
Jason and Roger's gift is gratefully received during the kava ceremony. So with Fiji and its bull sharks in the bag, it's time for their next mission. The second leg of the sharkshooters' Great Ocean Adventure is taking them to an island right across the other side of the world. From Borneo to the Middle East, Europe to New York, down to Florida, and on to the idyllic Bahamas. As far as long haul goes, it does not get much longer. And with 200 kilograms of equipment, in 4 boxes to fly with, packing is no small matter. It's another early morning for the sharkshooters.
2 in the morning, we're in KL International Airport and we're on the way to the Bahamas on our mission to shoot lemon sharks, tiger sharks, and the big one that we both really want to see, great hammerhead.
From the jungles of Borneo to the deserts of the Middle East, 18 hours in, and they are not even halfway.
We've been doing 10 hours of flying so far. We've got another 16 to go, plus 2 transfers. Bring it on.
From New York down to Florida, it's relentless. But the team have a boat to catch. From the air to sea, they are only just in time to board the good ship Shearwater for the final leg to the Caribbean. And the team finally set sail from Florida to the Bahamas. The Shearwater is a liveaboard boat dedicated to diving with a well-trained crew in support. And as with any working boat, they all live on top of each other, with glamorous bedrooms, high-tech equipment racks for charging kit, a place to eat and view footage at the same time. This luxurious accommodation is all the sharkshooters need. They steam on throughout the night into the dawn.
We are in Grand Bahama. We just did a 6-hour crossing from Palm Beach overnight. We left at 2 a.m. and we arrived here about 8 a.m. So the boat, the Shearwater's just going through customs now, and then we're going to head off to Tiger Beach.
Tiger Beach is not your normal beach, since it's always submerged. But it has become known as one of the best places in the world to see one of the ocean's most impressive predators, the tiger shark. With the warm Caribbean sun on the rise, it's time to reveal the rest of the Shearwater.
So I'm just going to give you a tour of the dive deck on the back of the boat. That's where it all happens. We'll start off with the wetsuit drying rack in the corner there. The tanks and cylinders are on the side, nicely attached by bungee cords. Move around to the back, we've got the swim step at the back. This is where we enter and exit the water, nice and safe. Oxygen cylinders, filling up the nitrox. And this actually has its own bar. Can I get a cranberry juice please, Jason?
Sure, gun's right there.
Man, I knew he was going to say that. There we go, boom. I like to top it off with a bit of water, as advised by the crew, just to take the edge off a little bit. Beautiful, thanks for nothing, Jason. Cool, so that's the back deck, probably one of the nicest back decks on a dive boat that I've seen. Cheers.
Lemon sharks are the first on the Sharkshooters Bahamas hit list. And with so many cruising these clear waters, they promise to be an easy mission. Like all sharks, they possessed an incredible array of sensors. So recognizing a familiar dive boat is no problem. And a hungry pack soon gathers around the boat. And Jason is first, as usual.
Just about to jump in with the lemons. Should be quite an exciting dive. A little bit nervous because there's going to be lots of sharks in a bit of a frenzy, but should be quite safe down on the safety line at about 4 or 5 meters. Here we go.
Despite a long safety briefing, with the water thick with sharks, even for seasoned divers, it's still a leap of faith. So Roger doesn't leave his buddy alone for long. And the pair cautiously make their way down to the feeding station at the bottom. Surrounded by sharks, Jason is in sharkshooter's heaven. These lemon sharks are very relaxed around the divers, allowing them to observe some unusual shark behavior. Many sharks have to swim continuously to keep oxygen-rich water flowing through their gills. But the lemon sharks resting on the seabed can still breathe by panting. This behavior pumps air through the gills, allowing the shark to carry on breathing without having to continuously swim. Although large and curious, with many over 2 meters long, these are as gentle as sharks get. But tomorrow's mission for the sharkshooters has the 4-meter-long man-eater, the tiger shark, top of the agenda. But for now, it's time to exchange the heavy camera gear and wetsuits for some board shorts and a GoPro to have a bit of fun filming the sharks on the surface. But days are ticking by, and it's time for the sharkshooters to sail on.
One of the great things about diving on a liveaboard boat is that we get to do a lot of diving. We can anchor directly above a dive site and just continuously dive time after time. One of the drawbacks to that, with so much diving, is that we accumulate a lot of nitrogen in our system, which can put us at risk of decompression sickness or the bends.
Dissolved nitrogen in the blood starts to bubble into a gas when a diver hits lower pressure near the surface, like opening the lid on a soda bottle. These bubbles can block blood flow with potentially deadly consequences.
So to get around that, on this boat we've got enriched air, or nitrox, which has more than the 21% oxygen that normal air has. Jason's just going to analyse my tank and show you how that works.
So first of all, you need an analyzer, and you need to make sure it's on 21%.
And when you put it on a nitrox-filled tank, you can see the oxygen content is higher.
34%. So with that kind of mix, we can normally do about 6 or 7 hours diving a day, which gives us a better chance of getting the images that we need. We're on the way to the feeding grounds right now. It's about 7 in the morning, and we really hope we get tiger sharks today.
Only the great white is more fearsome. But the tigers can still reach over 5 meters in length and weigh in at over half a ton. They are solitary fish, curious and prepared to try and eat anything if it smells or tastes right. What the team will attempt today will require great caution and crystal clear water to avoid a potentially deadly attack. And so they need to be fully prepared.
Shark diving means that we have to cover up completely underwater, so no bit of hair or flesh is showing. I'm going to use Jason as my model and show you what we need to wear. First off, we're looking at the booties, gloves, covering up the hands and fingers. Final touch is the hood. So once the mask and reg are in place, there's literally no piece of skin showing. You'll notice the wetsuit as well is completely black. Turn around for me, please, Jason. yeah, not a single piece of white or anything that a shark might take interest in showing. Jason is the complete shark diver.
We've got a tiger shark under the boat at the moment, so as you can see, I'm all geared up, ready to go. We had the shout about 5 minutes ago that it was there, so quick to the dive deck, ready to go, and camera's all ready. And as you can see, Roger is very frantically getting ready with his camera. my quick buddy is by my side, always.
As the divers set off in the heavily baited water for the location known appropriately as Tiger Beach, both sharkshooters are feeling pretty apprehensive. The incredible visibility does offer some comfort. At least they can see the sharks coming. Jason has found a nice lump of coral to help frame the foreground. And as the cameras roll, these huge and fearsome sharks come right in to investigate both divers and their cameras. The sharks are proving to be pretty curious, with some very close encounters. At Tiger Beach, there are no photobomb issues. And Jason can shoot to his heart's content. With their sleek lines, blunt noses, and tiger stripes, they are undoubtedly one of the most impressive sharks in the ocean. Even for experienced divers like Jason and Roger, encounters like this are truly special.
Just had an awesome last dive today. Tiger shark coming in close, really nice light in the background, and some really nice soft coral in the foreground.
Probably one of the best dives I've ever done in my life, I think.
The day is a resounding success. But there is no rest for the sharkshooters. Next up is the distinctive hammerhead shark.
Left Tiger Beach behind, and we're on the way now to an appointment with a great hammerhead, hopefully.
The mission as far as the tiger shark image and the lemon shark shots, I think I've accomplished. So everything's down to the last day. One day we have for the great hammerhead, and touch wood, we get a good encounter.
It's another busy morning on the dive deck. And with only a day left in the Bahamas, the pressure is on again. Given the vast numbers of sharks the team have already seen, what could possibly go wrong? The water is crystal clear and there is marine life everywhere. So, where are the hammerheads? Apparently this is their favourite spot. So there's nothing else for the sharkshooters to do but wait. And wait. And wait some more. It's been almost 2 hours underwater, and their air is about to run out. That's diver sign language for, where's the hammerhead sharks? Eventually, some sharks have turned up, just not the ones they expected. This is the gentle and peculiar nurse shark. Nurse sharks, like the lemon sharks they met a couple of days ago, are usually nocturnal. They too can grow pretty large, over 3 meters, and are often the most common large aquarium shark. They're not on the shot list, but with the visibility this good, why waste an opportunity? So far on the trip, the shark shooters have captured hungry packs of lemon sharks, some awesome tigers, and some weird and curious nurse sharks. But no hammerheads. With time up, the team need to move on for the next challenge. And it's going to be their biggest yet. It's another punishing hop across time zones. And this time, as they head for the southern hemisphere, the seasons too. 12,000 miles away, to the chilly South Atlantic waters of Cape Town, South Africa. Here, as winter approaches, the cold water diving is going to present a whole new set of challenges, as will the weather.
We are here just outside our room in the Mariners Guest House in Simonstown, which is just an hour from Cape Town. Behind me is False Bay, where we're going to be doing most of our diving over the next 7 days here in South Africa.
The mission's quite clear. We've got 5 species of sharks: 7-gill, mako, blue, shy shark and spotted gully shark. 5 species, 7 days. It's going to be a bit of a challenge here. So many species of sharks. Let's see how we get on.
First stop for the team is to check out the dive conditions, and it's not looking good.
We're just walking down to Pyramids, the dive site where the 7 gills are found on our first day in Simonstown, and this is what it looks like. Better for surfing than for diving, unfortunately, so we're probably out of the water today. Well, we're definitely out of the water today.
We're going for a hike instead, being the adventurers we are, and we're heading up there. We'll let you know how it goes when we get to the top.
So we made it to the top of Chapman's Peak, almost the top. The top is behind us, shrouded in mist.
As they descend the mountain, things still aren't looking good for this final leg of the sharkshooter mission. The wind is still howling, and conditions don't seem to be improving. But the next morning, as the boat launches, there's a glimmer of hope in the form of some sunshine.
All right, we're just heading out of Hout Bay and heading towards Vulcan Rock for our first dive in the very, very cold water.
Despite the sunshine, sea conditions are still pretty rough. It's time for the team to make another plan B. But at least this one involves getting wet.
So we're unable to dive with sharks today because of the conditions. We've come to a more sheltered place. We're going to dive with a huge seal colony. It's going to be amazing underwater, but topside it absolutely stinks.
These are Cape fur seals. It's some months past pupping season, and most of these are sub-adults, keen to explore anything new in their world. During pupping season, the famous great white sharks of False Bay usually prowl these waters. But this late in the year, with the pups maturing, most of the sharks have moved on, and these adolescent seals have the bay to themselves. And they have a special welcome for the sharkshooters. Just as well, they are only playing.
That was incredible. That was so funny. Roger got bitten on the head so many times. Forgot about the cold until I got out, but oh, that was hilarious.
If the sharks are anything like the seals, we're in a lot of trouble.
With only 3 days of filming left, it's an early morning start for the sharkshooters. To try and get the most out of the day, the boat has to be launched before dawn.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, very early for us. It's pitch black outside, as you can see, and we are heading down to the dive centre ready for our first day offshore and hopefully our first experience of some sharks in South Africa. Roger, how are you feeling about that?
Well, mate, you are bouncing around like a little schoolboy. I'm really excited as well.
It's going to be a good day. We're going to have sharks, I'm confident.
That about sums them up. Roger's glass is half empty, while Jason's is always half full. First on today's shot list is a deep water search for blue sharks. But it is all dependent on some good offshore conditions. Will the sea calm down enough? And will they even see any sharks?
So this is our boat we're going out on today. We're all loaded up now and ready.
Yeah, this is the lee cap, so we're using a bigger boat today because we're going further offshore, about 20 miles, to look for these blue sharks, so we need a little bit of comfort in the big waves. The rib would be a nightmare.
Compared to the Caribbean, this is a whole new ballgame. Big seas and cold water make diving a lot more challenging. And blue sharks just love the deep, open ocean.
We've stopped now. We've been cruising for about 2 hours. We're 36 miles offshore, and skipper Dave's just preparing some chum here. That's our deadline. 4 hours to go. No sharks as yet.
Under the leaden South Atlantic skies, things are not going well.
It's not looking good. The wind's getting stronger, and it's still very chilly and no sunshine. So not looking good at all.
It's now 1 o'clock. We've been searching around about 38 miles offshore now for 4 hours. We've hit our time, and we're going to have to go back in.
Yes, huge disappointment. Really would have liked to have got some shots of the blues. We knew it was a little bit risky because it's early in the season, but can't win them all.
Another whole day lost to the weather. and conditions are getting even worse.
We've been going for an hour now, and we're about 1/5 of the way back. It's pretty brutal. The wind is really strong. We're going into the swell. Could take about 5 hours to get back to land.
The clock is ticking for the sharpshooters mission.
And broken. It's taken 4 hours to get back here in mad waves, terrible confused sea, big swell. Now it's about to rain. The bus sums it up really.
Time to go get dry and warm.
It's the last day of diving. Time has almost run out for the sharpshooters.
We've basically been broken by South Africa. We've had no luck throughout the entire trip, and quite frankly, I don't see that changing today. It's going to be dark, grim, horrible. We might possibly leave South Africa without seeing a shark. It's a very real possibility right now. It's our last day today, and I've got no confidence that we're going to see anything other than surge and murk.
First time ever, I think, we could completely fail a mission.
It's day 40, the final day of the sharpshooters mission, and it's still not looking good as the divers prepare for the final dive of their great adventure. Among these kelp forests, the visibility is pretty poor. Not what you want when you are trying to photograph large sharks. But it's this nutrient-rich water that makes it so. And life is abundant here. Apart from shark life, that is. The South African mission is threatening to be a total fail. 5 sharks were on the shot list, but none have been ticked off. But as the diver's oxygen is nearing its end, out of the gloom, a prehistoric fish appears. Even by shark standards, this is an ancient creature. The elusive and creepy 7-gill shark. These are so different in character to the sharks seen on this mission. It's hard to say if it even notices the divers as it cruises past. There are stories of these sharks actually hunting in packs. Who knows? They are so rarely seen. Time for Jason to do his stuff. And then, Jason has one more piece of luck. Lurking in the kelp, he spots a tiny puff-adder shy shark, the last shark on their list. So despite all the doom and gloom, rough seas, and bad weather, the team have managed to see 2 of the 5 South African sharks on the list.
Just had a very cold dive, 2 dives this morning, and we finally had some sharks. We got the 7-gill shark. Hopefully I've got some nice shots. Roger shot some video. Rog, how you feeling? Was that cold enough?
That was absolutely freezing. Really glad that it's all over now. I'm glad we saw some sharks finally, man.
Time to get out,
shots.
wash all that kid now and dry it off, ready for packing. So I think we've accomplished part of the mission.
Time for the sharpshooters to get warmed up and head back home to Borneo. 40 days, 3 oceans and over 50,000 miles on the trail of extraordinary shark species. It's been quite an adventure.